Picking up where we left off from the previous video, we have completed the application for the customer and we're ready to go through the intake process. To reach this page here, of course, you'll log into workNet, open the My Dashboard, drop down, select the Customer Support Center / IWIS, and then you'll select the Illinois Works group. And then here you'll see the list of customers, and then you'll simply select the customer. And then this will take you to their overview page, but then you'll select the intake tab, which is the page that we're on here for this customer that I added. And so from this screen, we can come back and view the previously entered pre-screening information and the application that was completed. So we'll click this Return to Intake button and go through the next steps. So that was step 1 of intake. Now we need to do step 2. And so step 2 is completing the interview. There's a link to an interview sheet that you can download and use. We'll just open up that real quick to see what it looks like, this Illinois Works interview questionnaire. So this is page 1. There's additional questions on page 2 and 3. And so once this the interview has taken place, you can select the interview status, either if they have been selected for an interview or if not, we'll say selected for an interview. And then we can add and edit the interview information. So the interviewer names will say we'll add David Jones, and then we'll also add a score for the interview and click Save. We can see that that has been added here. And if we need to come back and edit, we can just click this button and change the names and the score. And then we can also upload the interview sheet. So we will select this. We can provide a description. And then we can upload the file that would have to be either Excel, PDF, or Word document, but we'll just select the test document here. And then we'll click upload, and then this will upload that interview sheet. So that's step 2. Step 3 is adding the enrollment status. So you'll select the button here to add enrollment status and choose the appropriate response. For the purpose of this video, we'll select enrolled. Then here's where you can enter the social security number, as well as the cohort that this customer is part of, as well as the enrollment date. And so once that information has been entered, you can click Save. We can see down here that on May 4th, they were enrolled in the program, they're eligible, and they signed the document. And if need be, we can also add a case note here. So then step 4 is completing the screening for wraparound support services. So to do so, we'll click this button, and then we will answer questions for the different wraparound services that are here. And so we have questions on the apprenticeship application fees, if there's any transportation costs, child care and family member care, if technology assistance for virtual learning, such as broadband and hardware, will be employed. They can enter the yes/no questions here for internet access and a computer. If there's driver's education fees, we can see previously that we entered that this customer did have a driver's license. That's showing up here. And then we also have a few more questions. One for if they're interested in partnering with a mentor. For financial literacy, do they feel confident in their ability to manage their personal finances, such as budgeting, saving, investing, or debt management? If they'd find it beneficial to connect with former graduates of the program, alumni networking. And then we have one more for are there additional wraparound support services that would be beneficial for this customer then completing the program. So once this information has been entered, we'll click the Save button. And we get a prompt here that wraparound support services have been added to the participant's career plan based on the questions we've answered. So we'll click OK, and then we'll be asked to add a case note. So we'll add the subject and the description there, and then how we want to send or save the case note. So we'll click Add Case Note. And then we'll move on to step 5. So this is the career assessment. And so we'll click that Add Career Assessment button and enter the information here. So the first question we have after the date is, do they have an up-to-date resume? Do they have experience in taking part in job interviews? Will they be readily available to transition to a DOL registered apprenticeship program immediately after completion? And then we'll also select primary and secondary goals for the customer. And then lastly, we'll select the if there's specific trades that this customer is interested in, you'll be asked to select at least one. They can be selected here. So we'll just pick a few. And then we'll click the Save button. I think if I close this, okay, so yes, then if I close that out, we can see that the career assessment has been added. And then lastly, we have step 6. This is the training and services career plan. So we'll ask you to read the instructions and then click on the checkbox to confirm that you've provided the customer with instructions on the features and how to navigate their career plan. From there, you can then click on the button to go to the customer's training and services career plan, which we will cover in the next video.